Okay, good evening one more time. Let's start. So I intentionally chose my topic selling because it turned out that from early ages when I was a schoolboy, I used to sell something or somebody or my talents. That's why I decided to choose this topic, and I will start. You know what is it? Everybody knows, everybody uses it, except some people are not fortunate. So, you know, my topic will be about job interview in general, my personal observation, because every day, on average, I have 3 to 5 interviews every day, the last 1 year. So it's like every day I come across with different applicants, with different resumes, with different questions and so on. So when I was like an applicant, I was given a question, and there was a bald man sitting in front of me. It was like a sales department, and he said, "This is what is it?" I said, "It's com, and this is for you. You have 30 seconds. After 30 seconds, you have to make sure that you should sell it to me, because I don't need it, because I don't have hair." You know, he was bald, and you know, it was very challenging. And actually, I think I did my best, and I was hired, but it was not like a super answer. But later on, I found out on the internet that there's a very interesting answer. You know, there was a case when the same situation, the guy answered, he sold a little, and he came to that, approached that person and said, "Take this, it will bring happiness to you."
Thank you so much.
That's it, you know. That person started laughing, and that boy got the job, you know. Sometimes you have to be original, you don't have to think too deeply. So let's start. So everybody has had or will have in future interview. It's a challenging situation, and we should clarify that overall we have 3 types of interviews. One-to-one, very popular one. The second one, panel interview, where you are interviewed by several people. And the third one is competency interview, where you'll be asking like professional questions, more sophisticated questions. For example, can you tell us about how good you are at team building and so on? It's like more professional question. And from my personal experience, I can tell you that when applicants call you or you call applicants to invite for the interview, they usually don't ask this question: what kind of interview I'm going to have? They say, "Okay, what time? Tomorrow, 3 o'clock. Okay, I will come," and so on. So, recommendation for you: whenever you're given a call, you should ask, "Excuse me, can I ask one question?" That's fine. Ask, "What kind of interview I'm going to have?" It will be one by one. It's panel interview. It's more competence interview. If you ask this question, it shows that you are like professional one, and it will be like tick for you. Once you clarified what kind of interview it is, let's say it's widely spread one-to-one, then you should get ready. The first thing is you should ask what kind of interview. Then is outfit, interview outfit. It's very important, and in my experience, I can tell I've seen different people, you know, different outfits. And when you go somewhere, if you're not sure about what kind of clothes you should wear, wear smart clothes. You'll never lose. It's better to wear smart clothes than casual ones. If you know exactly where you're going, then it might be like optional. For ladies, you shouldn't wear too sexy. Why? Because when you go to interview, the interviewer should not see your professional background, not how you look like, you know. It's like a second. It depends, of course, on the company where you're going to work. It's like a fashion agency, it's a different case. But in general, you should be like a reserved, professional, smart clothes. And the next one is body language. Those who are coming here, I think, will not have this problem. And according to some statistical information, I will just read numbers. 67% of applicants couldn't get the job because they failed to make eye contact. It is the data of 2014. You know, it's a 67%. It's very important to have eye contact when you have interview with somebody. You shouldn't look like downward, upward. You should have eye contact. It's very important. I hope you understand, because sitting here, that it is very important. Next one is don't slouch. It's like when you're sitting, you'll be sitting down and having interview. You'll never be standing up and having interview. When you sit down, when you wait somewhere in reception, don't do like this, okay? Sit like this. Okay? Don't show your nervousness. Some people do it naturally because they got used to it, but you should try to sit like this or stand like this. It's very important. The third one is use your hands. It's again gestures. And there is statistics again. 26% of applicants couldn't get the job because they had too weak handshake at the beginning of interview. Because when you come, if that person is, the same sex, usually you'll have a handshake. And it has to be not too weak. 26% fails because they couldn't make good handshake. It's very important. It's like for you just to think about. And touching your face. When you sit, when you wait, you shouldn't touch your hair, face all the time. It shows that you're nervous, you know. Because of this, 55% of applicants fail. Because during the interview, they all the time use their hands not appropriately, let's say. So pay attention to this one very carefully. And smile. Smile is very important, but it should be in a reasonable way. You can't smile all the time. You know? Like, it doesn't work. And there is again data about it. 38% of applicants failed to get the job because they had very weak voice, they were overall confident, and there was lack of smile. This again, I think, is good information. And the last one, which I liked very much, you have to be like a mirror. This is really interesting. When I was doing research, it was how. It means when you're sitting and the interviewer asking questions, and if that person is putting down something, you can do the same when your turn comes. Because at the end of the meeting, that person will ask, do you have any questions? You should say, yes, I have questions. And when you ask questions, you should put it down. Even if you don't intend to do it before, but he is doing or she is doing, if you do it, it will show you like you're professional. And all the time, before going to the interview, you should research. Do research. Find out from the internet what kind of company it is. It's very, very important. Because whenever you go to a normal company, you'll be asked this question. And at the end of the interview, you'll be asked, do you have any question? And you should ask some sort of question. Can you tell me, why do you enjoy working in this company? And that person starts telling you, and you will get more information. And this sort of thing. Never ask about salary or paid holidays in the first interview, because nothing's, finalized yet. And sometimes you will have very strange questions, we say weird questions. And I would like to invite, Greg, can you help me? So I had such kind of case in my life. Thank you. Who is taller? No, come on. Who is taller?
Greg.
Greg is taller. This is obvious, you know. The second question comes. Who grew faster when we were younger?
Greg.
How do you know? It's not about your height. When we were, let's say, 5 years old, who grew faster? Maybe I, at the age of, let's say, 15, I was one with the same height. He was. So this is like a strange, and it's difficult to answer. I had this question, you know. He said, two guys, one is shorter than, and who is taller? I said, Greg is taller. And the second question was, who grew faster when they were young kids?
Yeah, we don't.
It's a tough question. You don't know. Thank you very much. So when you have such a question, you should be very careful. And to sum up, one more thing. I had, in my experience, and it really worked, keep in your mind, the interviewer is also a human being. That person has problems, worries, ambitious plans. And if you keep in your mind, you will be successful. It's very important. Because I did this last time, 1 year ago, and it really worked. Thank you for your attention.